An elderly woman hadn't eaten all day. She placed 2 pieces of gum in front of a man, hoping he'd help buy her some food, but the man was cold and unfeeling. He pushed her away. The woman took her few belongings and moved toward another table. She was ignored. Disappointment clouded her face. She was about to leave when the drunk man spoke up. He said this would be the last time he'd help her, that he couldn't do it again. The man said this because he had already helped the woman many times. Sometimes it was crates of cabbage, sometimes boxes of potatoes. The mother had long been upset with him for helping so unconditionally. Their family had little money, living in a basement apartment, yet the father always spent recklessly to help others. He said, "That old woman looks like my mother. Seeing her reminds me of my own mom. If I can help, I will." The next night, the father bought another load of groceries for the woman. The mother ignored the neighbors' mocking laughter. The neighbors followed the father as he returned home. This time, he brought bean sprouts and some prenatal music. Since the next day was the daughter's school field trip, they didn't have money to cover her fare. The mother couldn't help but argue with the father, yet fighting didn't solve anything. The father decided to borrow money from Mr. Jean, who lived upstairs. Standing at his door, he hesitated to knock. The mother pushed him inside. They found Mrs. Deoxun's mom visiting late at night, but she was too embarrassed to speak up, afraid her struggle would be obvious. The neighbor spoke first.
빌린 돈 때문에 그러지? 아유, 됐어. 다음에 좀 천천히 갚아.
After hearing everything, Mrs. Deoxun's mom found it even harder to ask for help. She quietly left. Late at night, the father was already snoring asleep. The mother was still worrying about Deoxun's trip expenses. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. The woman showed up with some corn. The mother held the corn, feeling a warmth inside. She thought about her eldest sister, who had always cared for her. Unsure how to ask for a loan, she was about to go inside when she noticed an envelope tucked beneath the corn.
덕선이도 내일 수학여행까지 용돈에 못해.
The woman had protected Mrs. Deoxun's mom's dignity in her own quiet way. Some people seem cold on the surface, but their hearts are tender and warm. How could you not love a mom like that? Finally, the money for Deoxun's trip was secured. A weight lifted from the mother's heart. She was about to find some peace when she got a call from her son's homeroom teacher. Apparently, the son had set up a small shop at school and even got a girlfriend. The teacher wanted the father to come to school the next day. The father went to school, apologized to the teacher, and promised to be stricter with his son. After leaving the classroom, he waited at the school gate. The son, seeing his father, ran over nervously, his guilt clear. He promised to behave from now on. The father wasn't really angry. He said, "These are just small things. A real man holds his head high, faces challenges bravely." He pulled out some crushing cupcakes he had specially prepared for his son, ready to go home. That's when the father learned his son's school nickname was rather mocking. Determined, the father made up his mind to change himself, no longer be the pushover who recklessly helped everyone.